Hello everyone, my name is Alex, and in this video we'll continue a series about deploying IsaacLab and IsaacSim for the purposes of RL training in Azure Cloud. But this time we'll focus on deploying this on Linux and specifically on Ubuntu operating system host using NV series VMs with NVIDIA A10 GPU. Yeah, so let's look at two NVIDIA containers available in NVIDIA Container Registry. One of them is IsaacLab, and another one is IsaacSim. So IsaacLab is a perfect container for us because it encapsulates IsaacSim, compatible version of IsaacSim, inside of it. But it also gives us all of the RL libraries and RL code based on version 2.0 of IsaacLab in it. So we'll go with IsaacLab as a top level container, which will include, as we said, IsaacSim. Our GPU compute in Azure is taking advantage of NV A10 V5 series. And specifically, right now, we have this machine provisioned, which has one A10 NVIDIA GPU, which is RTX compatible and capable of running IsaacSim in headless mode. Then this is our machine here, and we already installed all the prerequisites. So this is using Ubuntu 22 LTS, and we basically installed the following 4 core components. First one is NVIDIA driver. So pretty much everything was able to install using the APT, the package tool on Ubuntu, and NVIDIA SMI now showing me the NVIDIA A10 GPU, which is the expected result. Once the driver was installed, and just a side note, I was also hoping that the NVIDIA driver GPU extension on VM itself could help, but it did not work. So that's why I had to install it through APT manually in this demonstration setup. Then the next step was installation of CUDA toolkit from NVIDIA. So you can again select the CUDA toolkit compatible with your specifications, and then going through these installation instructions, installed CUDA toolkit 12.9 for Ubuntu 22 LTS. And then obviously once the toolkit is installed, we don't need to install the driver because we've done this already. The next step is to install NVIDIA Container Toolkit, because we'll be running NVIDIA Container, and for Ubuntu using, again, APT, we were able to install this using these instructions, this, and these commands, which got us NVIDIA Container Toolkit. Finally, we need the Docker engine or container engine, and I installed Docker engine for Ubuntu following these instructions, again using APT. So this is the exact commands, and then ultimately once you install all of the components, then you can run a very quick hello world, and this will come up with the hello from Docker, which is the good indication that the installation went successful. Yeah, we almost there to run the IsaacLab and IsaacSim in it. So this is the documentation for running pre-built IsaacLab container, and we're using the IsaacLab 2.1.0, and then this is the command that you want to use to run it. So it has the environmental variable for acceptance of EULA and the privacy consent, and this is the most important, the reference to the image. And then once the image runs, we will look up, you can look up the available environments. From the previous video, we were interested in going with Isaac repos cube shadow direct v0. So this is the shadow hand, the exterior hand that we want to launch the training of. And then, yes, I'll just use RSLRL library for RL, and the task will be for shadow hand, and then we'll launch it in headless mode, and this way we can we can see that everything works and the training gets kicked off. In Azure Cloud, on the VM, running Linux Ubuntu. So taking this specific command and launching this here, this will get us into the interactive bash, and let's just launch it. And I'm launching this for the second time or the third time, so that's why there's no like a pool of that container. But obviously, if you're launching this for the first time, the pool will happen and so on. You'll have to wait until it gets downloaded and extracted and started. Now everything is prepared for us to launch the command. First, navigate to the folder structure, and we're gonna go into scripts. Then reinforcement learning. RSLRL. And here we have the train.py that we're looking for. Then I'm gonna grab this command from here, and this will be, actually we only need Python train and then task. So let's just do that. Python train.py task. The task will be one of the available tasks, which is for the shadow hand. And then we're gonna do this headless. So now we launch the training. It's gonna create the environment and start RL training iterations. And here we go. So the learning iterations have been started. And now on this NV series GPU A10 NVIDIA GPU hosted in Microsoft Azure Cloud, we are running IsaacLab RL training using headless IsaacSim. So in the next video, we will see how we can scale it and deploy the same capability at scale using Azure Kubernetes services and GPU nodes for AKS. Thank you.